This is high school baseball on iTalk 106.7, presented by Sholo Ford. Produced by White Mountain Youth Productions in cooperation with iTalk 106.7 Radio. High school baseball is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Octopus Car Wash. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school baseball.
Good afternoon and welcome to Sholo High School on a breezy, what day is today? Friday afternoon. Welcome, sports fans. We are excited to bring you a 3A East matchup between the visiting Holbrook Roadrunners and your home team, Sholo Cougars. Welcome to the booth. I'm Brandon Todd. Mike's side with my good friend and baseball mentor, Coach Bill Hathaway. Coach, how you doing this afternoon?
Well, I'm doing well, Brandon. You know, I'm on the baseball field watching a baseball game. Doesn't get any better than this.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the Sunrise Park Resort. Sunrise Park Resort is getting ready for summer activities. They'll be opening soon with all their high-flying adventure activities. Go to Sunrise Park Resort for details at sunriseparkresort.com. Give you a little bit of recap. This is the second matchup between these two teams, with Holbrook winning the first game in a close one, 9-8 in Holbrook. And they come into this game with Sholo being the 11th ranked team overall in the state in Holbrook, just a few ranks better at number 8. Just some recap on the teams. Holbrook, they are number 2 in the conference. Sholo coming in at number 3. Holbrook is 4-2 in the region, 10-2 in conference, and 10-4 overall. Sholo, number 3 in the conference, 4-2 in the region, 7-4 in the conference, 11-2 overall. Time now for our Ace Hardware keys to the game. Ace Hardware has a 24/7 locksmith next time you're locked out of your car or just need a key replaced any hour of the day or night, any night of the week. Call Ace Hardware, your helpful place with 3 locations, Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. And Coach Hathaway, I'll let you step in here on a windy day like this. Give us some keys to victory for both teams.
Trying to judge what the ball's going to do. You know, fly balls are going to be just terrible to judge and try and get underneath them. Throws are going to be tough, and it's a tough day for the pitchers too, because their balls are moving, the wind's moving the ball. So, you know, the strike zone could be hard to hit today.
Yeah, the wind is blowing in from left to right, left field to right field, blowing in. I did get a chance to speak with Coach Weems of the Sholo Cougars earlier, and he said they actually worked all day yesterday. They practiced in this wind, and they worked on keeping the ball on the ground, and they actually worked on their outfielders. That's all they did all game, all practice long, was hit the ball on the ground and catch balls in the outfield. So look for both teams to keep the ball on the ground, and in a day like this, whoever can make the least amount of errors is probably going to win. This is the Sunrise Park Resort pregame show. The Sunrise Park Resort getting ready for all their summer activities. They'll be opening soon. Go to sunriseskipark.com for details at sunriseskipark.com. That was your Ace Hardware keys of the game. We'll step away and come back with the lineups and some final thoughts before the opening pitch. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball right here on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guarantee. Sholo Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Sholo Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Here's your audio, guys.
Thank you. Welcome back to Sholo High School. Brandon Todd here on the mic alongside Coach Bill Hathaway. Time now for our Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report between their emergency department, advanced diagnostics, and orthopedic departments, and their physical therapy team. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. No injuries to report on the Holbrook Roadrunners side, but we have some good news actually on an injury report from the Sholo Cougar side. A few weeks ago, Brian Reed was pitching and took a line drive back to a very scary place, his face actually, and he is actually back. He threw a bullpen yesterday, Coach. He has a doctor's appointment on the 18th to see if he can be cleared to play. Good news there, but bad news. Jake Yeager broke his hand in the Australia tournament, and so they are without him. That is your Summit Regional Medical Center injury report. We'll be back with the lineups. They're getting ready for the national anthem. We don't want to be rude to our country during that. We'll be back with the lineups and the first pitch. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares. When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Welcome back to Sholo High School. Brandon Todd here. I'll be giving you the play-by-play alongside Bill Hathaway with the color. This is a very exciting 3A East matchup between the number 8 ranked in the state Holbrook Roadrunners are visiting, and the Show Low Cougars ranked number 11 in the state. We are live here at Show Low High School. Let's run through the lineups real quick, Coach. First with your visiting Holbrook Roadrunners. Batting first, Cole McDaniels. He'll be playing second base. Batting second, Ryan Short. He'll be playing center field. Batting third, Justin Perkins. He'll be doing the pitching. His battery mate, Gabe Gabaldon, catching. He'll be batting fourth in the cleanup spot. Jalen Nez batting fifth. He's playing shortstop. Frankie Uliberry is batting sixth, and he is playing third base. Brett Buckley playing left field while batting seventh. Mike, good luck on that last name. Can't do it. He'll be playing first base. Kiruga? That's awful. I got to get a pronunciation on that. And batting ninth, number 7, Brady Buckley. He'll be playing right field. On the mound today for the Show Low Cougars, Deegan Lettner. He'll be playing catch most of the game with Zach Edwards. Let's run through the lineup for the Show Low Cougars. Batting first, Zach Edwards. He'll be doing the catching. Batting second, Cal Fawcett at second base. Third, Trent Williams. He'll be playing shortstop. Tanner Isaacs in your cleanup spot. He'll be playing right field. Grayson Pace playing first base. He'll be batting in the fifth spot. Joey King in the sixth spot. He's playing third base, followed by Deegan Lettner, your pitcher. Number DHing for Yogi Vizcara is Thaddeus Carline. Thanks. Awesome. In the 8th spot and batting ninth, your center fielder, Jake Reedhead. The home plate umpires have met with the coaches. The warm-up pitches have been done. We are getting set for our first pitch. Coach Hathaway, give me your thoughts on the game.
Well, I think most of my thoughts on the game, it's going to boil down to who creates the least amount of errors, because in conditions like today, there's going to be errors. That's all there is to it.
Absolutely.
So I think both teams will hit and hit well. It's just who makes the most errors, I think.
Your leadoff hitter for Holbrook, Cole McDaniel, steps in. Deegan comes set at the belt. First pitch of the game is a fastball right over the middle for strike one. Always nice to get ahead, get that first pitch of the game as a strike, settle down your pitcher. Deegan, senior, on the mound, wearing number 5. He's set. The 0-1 to McDaniels. Low for ball 1, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield looks to be playing McDaniels straight up, as well as the infield. McDaniels batting from the right side of the plate. Deegan has his sign, comes set. The 1-1 delivery is outside for ball 2, 2-1. McDaniels on the year is batting .423. He's a senior. Deegan, 2-1 pitch is low, taken for ball 3. 3-1 on the leadoff hitter. After getting that first pitch as a strike, Deegan has thrown 3 balls in a row to fall behind, 3 balls, 1 strike. We are in the opening frame of the first inning. No runs have scored yet. 0-0 is your score. The 3-1 to McDaniels is taken high and inside. Leadoff walk. And the first man is aboard for the Holbrook Roadrunners. Coach, it's unfortunate to see your pitcher get that first pitch strike right over the middle and then having trouble to find the strike zone from then out.
Yeah, it was a good start, real positive, and you build on that. Just a little wide. You know, he'll settle down here, see what we do with the runner on first.
Runner at first, Pace holding him on. Deegan set, brings the delivery, squared to bunt, pulls the ball back, and then Edwards on a heads-up play throws the ball down to first as McDaniels got too big of a secondary, and a nice back pick by Edwards to get that runner at first, 1 away.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Zach. He saw that the runner kind of stumbled. Nice back pick. Kid's got a great arm.
Edwards, the junior, has a fantastic arm behind the plate. The 1-0 to Short. Your second hitter of the inning is swung on, lifted, right side, foul territory, first base side, and it'll fall for a strike. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wind's not blowing. He catches that ball.
Absolutely. Wind is blowing, I don't know mile per hour, but it is gusty, coming in from left to right. Short, wrong team. Short, a senior, batting .453 on the year, has a 1-1 count on him. Deegan set. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice Nice pitch there by Deegan, keeping the ball low.
Yeah, he's changing his speeds real well so far.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Short, your number 2 hitter. 1 out in the first inning. The stretch. Swung on at a high pitch and missed as Deegan gets his first strikeout of the game. 2 outs in the inning.
That was a nice sequence there. They just kind of went up the ladder on him, and the last pitch was probably 6-8 inches out of the strike zone, but it looked good to him.
Certainly a good pitch to come back with after a low strike to bring that eye level up. The 0-0 delivery is swung on and blooped just behind the pitcher's mound. Deegan takes a couple steps back, and he'll make the catch for a 1-2-3 inning. Go the Cougars. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We will step away. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
This is high school.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Welcome back to Shola High School. 0-0 is your score after the first half of the first inning. Holbrook gets the first runner aboard with a walk, but gets backpicked on a nice play by Zach Edwards, the catcher of the Cougars, as he fires the ball down to first base, and a nice tag applied by Grayson Pace. And then the next, we have a strikeout and then a fly out to the pitcher for a 1-2-3 first. Up come the Shola Cougars, your home team. They'll be facing Justin Perkins. Perkins on the year he's a senior. Pitching stats, though, I have them for you, Coach. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can.
I have pitching stats somewhere. There it is. Perkins on the year, 31.2 innings pitched, 42 hits, 22 runs, 20 earned runs, 8 base on balls, and 46 strikeouts. Do not have an ERA listed, but 46 strikeouts on the year for Perkins, Coach.
In 20 innings?
In 31 innings.
In 31 innings. Strike out an inning, that's not a bad average.
Not at all. Batting first for the Shola Cougars is Zach Edwards. Edwards on the year, batting .412. 38
average from the catcher.
38 plate appearances, 34 at-bats. He scored 11 runs, has 14 hits, and 3 RBIs, according to Max Preps. Wearing number 3, he's a junior, the catcher, Zach Edwards. A little meeting on the mound of Holbrook. They will separate. Perkins, the righty, holds the glove up high to his mouth, has his sign. They'll wind up. The pitch is inside and a little bit high for ball 1 on Edwards. Got Coach Randy Weems down at first base and Coach Merklin. Right?
Yep, Coach Joe Merklin.
Coach Joe Merklin down at third base. Perkins has his sign. The 1-0 delivery is taken for a strike on the outside corner. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Edwards, for a leadoff man, has power and speed, so he's not afraid to lay down a bunt, but he can also put one to the wall. The 1-1 delivery is a curveball swung on, ground ball shortstop, fielded on a nice high hop. Strong throw across the diamond and just in time to get the speedy Edwards for 1 out.
He had to make a strong throw. Zach can run, and
not only can Zach run, but he took a little bit of time to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, that's what he couldn't hesitate.
6-3, if you're keeping track at home, is how that is scored in the book. I learned how to do a book, Coach. Can you believe it?
I'll have to look at it at the end of the game to check.
1 out in the bottom of the first inning. 0-0 is your score. Cal Fawcett, your batter, he takes the first pitch low, across the plate for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike on Cal. Fawcett playing your second base today. Fawcett is just he's a sophomore this year. He squares the bunt. He will bunt foul to the screen and quickly 0-2 on the sophomore Fawcett. If you recognize that last name, Fawcett, he's had a brother or two come through the system. Perkins has his sign. The windup, the 0-2 delivery is swung on, driven, right side, shifting foul, and the wind pushes it foul. That ball, without that wind, that ball falls probably for a double.
Yeah.
But we'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, it's to me, you look at the outfield, it looks like that they're playing a little bit deep for the way that the wind is blowing.
Yeah.
It's going to take a heck of a shot to get it to the fence today.
I would agree with that. The 0-2 delivery is taken high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The left fielder is not shaded at all into left center field, which is surprising because any ball turned on is not going to be hit deep at all. The 1-2 delivery from Perkins is a curveball taken high and inside. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. A nice at-bat here by Fawcett to get down 0-2, foul off a pitch, and then take the last 2 balls. The 2-2 delivery is swung on and lifted into left field. Left fielder's coming in, battling the wind. He falls and holds on to the catch on a circus catch. That wind is really playing some tricks out there, isn't it, Coach, for the second out in the inning?
On a routine ball, it's a circus catch. Yes.
Yeah, that's
what
a
I'm
routine.
talking about. He had to come a long way to get that ball.
That's a routine ball off the bat with that wind blowing in from left to right. It's going to be playing some funky things up there. 2 outs on the inning. That'll bring Trent Williams up to the plate, the senior, shortstop. Williams on the year batting .333. The first delivery to him from Perkins is a curveball swung on, lifted right side, drifting foul, and it'll get out of play. Oh, will it? Yes, it will. It'll get out of play for strike 1. I almost spoke too soon. First pitch swinging from Trent on a curveball. A nice curveball, if I may add, by Perkins.
What I've seen so far in some of these at-bats from the Sholo Cougars, at least they're trying to go with the curveball. They're trying to take that ball to right center and to right field. And that, on a day like today, that's the place to go.
Perkins has a big stature on the mound. He's a senior. The 0-1 delivery swung on, ground ball, left side, third base. Bobbled, gathered, strong throw across the plate. It's a way off line. And Williams will turn to go to second, but wisely holds up at first on the throwing error by the third baseman of the Holbrook Roadrunners. That's Frankie Ulibarri. He had to kind of rush the throw after bobbling the ground ball. Probably could have taken a little bit more time as Trent doesn't run all that well.
No, he's got decent speed, but I think, yeah, you're right. If he would have just gathered himself and made just a good throw over there, I think he had time.
So that puts Williams on at first with 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring up your cleanup hitter, left-handed hitting Tanner Isaacs, the junior, sporting the flow, as they call it. That would be the hair, Coach, the flow.
Oh, okay. All right.
The 0-1 delivery is taken high and away, ball 1. Williams at first. 0-0 is your score, bottom of the first. Williams takes his lead, being held on by Mikey Q. That's what I'm calling him. Thrower, and Williams gets back. I'm calling him Mikey Q. I can't pronounce that last name, and you can't read my handwriting. No. 1 ball, no strikes to Isaacs. The delivery is taken outside and high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Runner at first, bottom half of the first inning. Williams at first takes his lead, a pretty decent lead. Perkins checks him, and that was interesting.
Yeah.
Now he's set.
That's a balk.
Was a balk if I've ever seen one, but not today. It's not. We're being told the batter called time before, but not from where I'm sitting. It didn't. Perkins has his sign. He's ready. The 2-0 delivery is swung on and lifted left side. That'll get out of play. Third base side. 2 balls, 1 strikes on Tanner Isaacs. Yeah, Perkins acted like he was coming up to get set and then paused.
Got set and he paused and looked over to first base. But on a day like today, this is where you want your left-handed hitter to really try and pull one.
Absolutely. Williams at first, he reached on an error. 2 outs in the inning. 2 balls, 1 strike to Isaacs. The delivery is taken low for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to the junior, Tanner Isaacs. Tanner batting .444 on the year. The 3-1 is outside on the corner. He brings the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes And Williams will be taken off from first on the pitch. Williams at first, 2 outs. Tanner's at the plate, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Perkins on the mound for Holbrook. He's got a sign in the pitch. Swung on and fouled left side. Will do it again.
I didn't understand that. Williams at first base didn't take off till after he hit the ball.
Maybe a missed sign.
I think it's kind of. You
got 2 outs in the inning. It's a full count.
It's a 3-2 count. You're going as soon as he lifts his foot.
Perkins has his sign. He's set. The 3-2 delivery as Williams goes is taken for strike 3 on the outside corner. And the Cougars will go down. They'll leave 1, no hits, 1 error, no runs. And it's 0-0 after 1. We'll step away. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7, worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
I know what. Never mind. We'll bring it back. It's all right.
Get it, Rovia.
And welcome back to Show Low High School. The score is 0-0 after 1. The Cougars had a 1-2-3 top half of the first inning. And in the bottom half, they got 1 man aboard, but couldn't bring him anywhere as Tanner Isaacs gets struck out looking to end the inning. Coming up for the Holbrook Roadrunners is their cleanup hitter, Gabe Gabaldon. Coach, I don't suspect a high-scoring game today. What about you?
Well, not from the start, but I think both clubs can be explosive at times. I've seen Sholo on a numerous occasion put up a crooked number in any given inning.
Well, last game they both put up some crooked numbers. It was 9-8, the final score. I want to thank Northland Pioneer College. When it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. That is Northland Pioneer College. Also want to give a shout out to Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Heber, and Sholo, Sunrise Park Resort, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, Little Bluebird Studios, Deemer's Glass, the Indian Pine Restaurant at Honda, Octopus Car Wash, and Subway. We are set to go here, top half of the second inning. Coming up for the Holbrook Roadrunners, wearing number 5, doing the catching is Gabe Gabaldon. Deegan Lettner on the mound. Out of the stretch, the pitch is outside and low for ball 1. Interesting, Deegan, the senior, on the mound. It doesn't go out of a full windup, Coach. Is there any reason for that?
No, I think some guys just get more comfortable going from the stretch. There's less movement.
The 1-0 is high. 2 balls, no strikes.
Less to worry about with your mechanics. There's quite a few starting pitchers now that will use that delivery.
The 2-0 delivery is in there for a strike on the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike to Gabaldon. Deegan Lettner has seen a little bit of time on the mound this year. I have some stats on him. The 2-1 delivery is swung on, lifted right side in foul territory. And Grayson Pace makes a fantastic effort to get over there and just can't, on the outstretched arm, can't squeeze it long enough to bring it in, and that'll fall for a foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You can blame that one on the wind again. The ball just kept drifting on him. He was there.
We're going to blame everything on the wind today.
Okay. Well, we can do that.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Lettner on the year, a 5.6 ERA. Respectable. Not bad. 2-2 to the cleanup hitter. Is swung on and lifted, a little bloop shot in between the pitcher and second base. Coming on is Fawcett. He's got it. Throws not going to be in time as Gabaldon outruns the throw on an infield hit.
He got a hit on a ball that went about 75 feet. fell in the Bermuda Triangle.
Looks like a line drive in the scorebook,
Yes,
Coach.
it does. Yeah, he's on first base and he's 1 for 1.
The Holbrook Roadrunners have their leadoff man aboard. Up next, Jalen Nez with nobody out in the inning. Runner at first. Deegan comes set at the belt, takes a breath and delivers, and it's in there for a strike on the outside corner for strike one. No balls, one strike. Your score is 0-0. We're in the top half of the second inning. The right-handed hitting Nez at the plate. Deegan, the right-handed pitcher, on the mound. Gets his sign, checks his runner, comes set. And the 0-1. Swung on, ground ball, shortstop, could be two. Williams has it over to second for one, on to first, and they turned it. On a great double play started by Williams, who feeds Fawcett at second. Fawcett on a strong throw over to Pace, and that's a 6-4-3 double play, as you see on our replay here. Well, no, you can't see on our replay just yet. We'll get that replay for you if you're watching us live.
That's the pitcher's best friend, is that double play.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Up next, Frankie Ulibarri. The 0-0 to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Yeah, you know what, Coach? It's really impressive to see the double play turned really at any high school level. I mean, there's so many things that can go wrong, especially on the field at Sholo. But that was a great turn by the Sholo Cougars. The 0-1 from Lettner swung on and fouled straight back and over the fence for strike two. No balls, two strikes on the number 6 hitter, Frankie Ulibarri. 2 outs in the inning.
Williams got rid of the ball fast. Fawcett made a nice turn. Just a good, accurate throw, and it's a nice play to watch.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is in the dirt. Nice block by Edwards as he goes to his right to block that ball and smother it. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ulibarri. Deegan has his sign. He's set at the belt. The stretch, the 1-2, curveball taken high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On Edwards, Coach, the junior, right? Junior catcher?
Yeah.
Or sophomore? Junior. The junior catcher. Not the biggest guy behind the plate, but he can cover some ground.
He can. I mean, he's an athlete.
2-2 is swung on and driven right side. It could be, and it will drift foul. And we will do it again. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ulibarri, the senior, he is batting .375 on the year with 1 home run, 21 RBIs, 7 doubles, and 2 triples. 2-2 count. Nobody on, 2 outs. Top half of the first inning. Deegan Lettner set. The stretch, swung on and missed for out number 3. And down go the Holbrook Roadrunners in order, 1, 2, 3. And we will step away. Nobody left on after 1 hit, no runs. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball right here on iTalk 106.7, worldwide on iTalk1067.com. .0-0 is your score after 1.5. Sholo Cougars coming up to bat here in the bottom half of the second inning. They went 4 up, 3 down on the bottom half of the first inning. Coach, let's go back to that double play turn started by Trent Williams. How important is it when we're turning the double play to have that very first throw to second be a throw that second baseman can handle?
Well, I think that's the important throw right there, because you give your second baseman a chance to use his footwork and then to use his arm. I mean, if it's a bad throw, they're rushed, and that's usually where you see the overthrow or the error coming from the second baseman, just because he didn't get a good feed from the shortstop.
Well done by this.
It all starts right there.
Well done by the sophomore second baseman Cal Fawcett to complete the double play. Coming up to bat first for the Sholo Cougars is the first baseman Grayson Pace. Pace calls time as Perkins, the pitcher for the Holbrook Roadrunners, doesn't even move a beat. He's got that intimidating stare over the top of his glove. He's set and ready. The first pitch is in there for a strike, a low strike. No balls, 1 strike to Pace. Pace, the senior.
If they're going to call that a strike, work there all day.
Yeah, that ball was down. The 0-1 is on the outside corner for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Pace. Okay. Perkins, the senior on the mound, big guy, right-handed thrower. Has his sign, quick windup, the stretch, the throw is high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on the leadoff hitter, Pace. Pace on the year, batting .304, 1 home run, 1 triple, 1 double, 8 RBIs. 2 balls, 1 strike to him. The delivery, the swing and a miss to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes on a pitch that was a little high and inside.
I think these pitchers should be working in today instead of going away, just the way that the wind's blowing.
The 2-2 from Perkins is curveball and a good one as Pace swings through it, and he's down on strikes for 1 out in the inning.
That's a nice pitch.
That's a good pitch.
That was a nice pitch.
That was a good curveball. Started up at his eyes and broke down to his knees as it crossed the plate, and Pace just couldn't make contact as he goes down swinging.
Yeah, had the right speed to it.
Joey King is your batter, third baseman, swung on, fouled right side. No balls, 1 strike on him. 0-0 is your score. We're 1 out in the second inning, bottom half of the second inning here at Show High School. If you can hear me and you got a jacket on and some gloves and a beanie, come on out to the field. Enjoy yourself some baseball. The 0-1 is low, bounces in there for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Joey King. King, also a senior, .321 on the year, no home runs and 2 doubles, 2 triples. I'll get it right someday.
Yeah, you will.
1 ball, 1 strike on King. No balls, 1 strike on King, and then the 0-1 is swung through for no balls, 2 strikes. Perkins works quick up on the mound. He already has his sign into his windup, and the pitch is ball. That way outside for ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, but did you see where the catcher set up?
He about 5 inches outside.
Yeah, and he sets up there. They're not going to get that call.
That's Little League. That's Little League status right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Joey, and the curveball gets away from Perkins, and it actually hits Joey King on the back, and he trots down to first. No harm, no foul. Wasn't intentional. It was a curveball.
It was a curveball. Wasn't going fast enough to hurt.
1 runner on now with 1 out in the inning, and steps up as your pitcher for the Show Cougars, Deegan Lettner. As the Holbrook Roadrunners coach, as Coach Kendall Bakurza, he walks out to deliver a foul ball back to his catcher, and he did not look pleased with that hit by pitch right there. 1 out, 1 person on. That's Joey King over at first. In steps Deegan Lettner. Pitcher versus pitcher here, chance to help yourself out. The first pitch to him swung on and foul tipped, caught by the catcher for strike 1 on the outside corner. It's a chilly one today, Coach.
Yes, it is. It's tough, especially if you're in the outfield and you're not getting much action. It's a little bit tough at this level or at any level to really stay focused on the game.
Stay focused and keep your muscles warm, too.
Yeah.
King takes his lead over at first. And the 0-1 is curveball high. 1 ball, 1 strike on Lettner. King, decent speed over at first. I don't think he's a huge base running threat. And I could be making that up. I really don't know much about the kid.
Deegan handles the bat real well. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Merklin didn't call a hit and run or something.
The 1-1 is swung on and high chopper to second base, over to short for 1, and no throw to first as Deegan gets down the line, but that'll go 4-6 to get Joey King out at second base for the second out, and Deegan Lettner will reach on the fielder's choice. 2 outs, runner at first now for Yogi Vizcarra.
Second baseman for Holbrook made a nice play on that. That was one of those that if he charges, he's going to get the in-between hops. He just sat back, let it come to him, and we'll go ahead and get the 1 out at second base.
Yeah, took a few steps back, got the high candy hop, as you like to say.
Yeah.
Lettner got delivered a hoodie. He's your pitcher. Want to keep his arms warm. He's at first with 2 down. And Yogi Vizcarra up to bat. Perkins checks his runner. He's set at the chin. The delivery is swung foul back for strike 1. Trying to find some stats on Vizcarra, but I don't seem to have any. Yes, I do. According to Max Preps, this is his first at-bat. So I don't know if that's right, but he's down. No balls, 1 strike here.
I think it is.
Perkins set the stretch, and the curveball is outside and low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second inning. 0-0 is your score. Deegan Lettner at first. He reaches on the fielder's choice. Perkins set. The pitch is swung on and missed on another curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Vizcarra. Got a nice curveball, Coach.
Yeah, he's got a good curveball working today, and that wind is helping push it away. So he's starting in the middle of the plate, and by the time it gets there, it's on the outside.
Even you'd have a good curveball today.
Yes, I would. I've always had a good curveball.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed on a high fastball, and down go the Cougars as Vizcarra strikes out swinging to end the inning. Well, we're still knotted up at zeros here after 2. We'll step away. This is Show Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7, worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guaranteed. Show Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Sholo Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Well, Coach, I made the first mistake of the day. I'm Brandon Todd, giving you the play-by-play. Coach Hathaway on my right, doing the color. I owe an apology to Yogi and all of his family. He did not strike out to end the inning. In fact, he's being DH'd for. That was Thaddeus Carline, who was DHing, who went down on strikes. And so, Yogi, I apologize, and all of your family. You're a great kid, and you don't deserve the bad things I said about you. 0-0 is your score after 2. Holbrook Roadrunners visiting here at Sholo High School. Got a decent pitcher's duel going on as we haven't even had a runner reach second base yet. Had a few runners on at first and a double play by the Sholo Cougars to erase the bases, and then a couple fielder's choices. You know what I'm saying, Coach?
Yeah, and the hitters are being aggressive. Because we've only had a couple strikeouts from both sides, haven't we? So they've been putting the ball in play, and at this level, you put the ball in play, good things can happen.
Coming up to bat first for the Sholo Cougars is the center fielder, Jake Reedhead. He's batting in the 9 spot. Reedhead, the senior, batting .400 on the year with 1 home run, 1 triple, 3 doubles, and 5 RBIs. Again, want to thank Northland Pioneer College for sponsoring the game when it comes time for the first pitch of your college career, Coach. Ooh. Choose the college with the lowest tuition in the state, Northland Pioneer College. You like what I did there?
Yes, I did. I like that.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, excuse me. The Cougars are not hitting. The Holbrook Roadrunners are hitting.
Yeah.
And the first batter is Brett Buckley, and he will foul the first pitch off to the right side. No balls, 1 strike. That's how it works, Coach. One team hits, gets 3 outs. The other team comes up and hits.
Yeah. It's not a 6 outs.
Someone needs a refund. The 0-1 is low and outside for ball 1. Evens account 1 ball, 1 strike. We are through 2, top half of the 3rd inning. 0-0 is your score on the second matchup between these two teams as Sholo lost the first game 9-8. The 1-1 is swung on and fouled down the third base side. Nice play down there by the third base coach.
Yeah.
You know what? I enjoy seeing third base coaches actually make the play. That's your time to shine.
Yeah, it is.
You didn't make very many plays when you were down there, Coach.
I made more than you.
You probably did. That's right. Well, you were out there more than I was.
Well, that's true.
The 1-2 from Lettner to Buckley is on the outside corner for strike 3. Caught him looking. Great pitch there by Deegan Lettner to get the first out in the inning.
How can you say that? As many times as I was restricted or kicked out, you had a lot of opportunities over there.
That's a good point.
You know?
That is a great point. With 1 out in the inning, Upstet's Mikey. Somebody help me out here. Mikey Q. That's what I'm calling him, Mikey Q. Your your first baseman. Karuga. Oh, I'm going to call him Q. Mikey Q. Swung on and missed for strike 1. I'm trying to find Mikey Q, batting .237 on the year. He's batting in the 8th spot today. First at bat with 1 out in the 3rd inning. Lettner set, the stretch, the pitch, swung on, ground ball down to King at third base. He bobbles it, gathers, throws across, and did he hold his foot? He did.
Yes, he did.
Nice stretch there by Grayson Pace. You can see it on the replay here as Joey King bobbles, but holds his composure, gathers himself, and makes a strong throw. But what a better play by Grayson Pace to hold his foot on the base on that bang-bang play.
Pace made a nice play right there.
Yeah, that's a hard stretch to make. 2 outs now in the inning as Upstet's Brady Buckley, your right fielder. And the first delivery to him is low for ball 1. Brady Buckley, the junior, batting .267 on the year. No home runs, no triples, but 5 doubles. The 1-0 is taken for strike 1 right down Broadway. If you're just joining us, you haven't missed a whole lot. We're through 2. It's 0-0, top half of the 3rd inning, 2 outs. And that's a base hit between the shortstop and the third baseman for Brady Buckley. And he's aboard with 2 outs.
It's first base hit for either team, isn't it?
It is no. There was that one infield hit.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
It's actually the second hit for the Roadrunners.
Yeah, I forgot about that smash.
As they have 1 man aboard with 2 outs in the top half of the 3rd inning. And Upstet's the top of the lineup hitter, Cole McDaniels. Cole McDaniels walked his last time up to start the game. Runner at first is Buckley, held on by Pace. A good 5-6 foot lead. Lettner.
Yeah, if he dives back, he'll be over the bag.
Lettner delivers, swung on and fouled at the plate for strike 1. Cole McDaniels, the senior, batting .423 on the year.
You know, the upper end of this Holbrook lineup, they've got some big averages from what I can see.
.423, it's not bad.
Not bad.
Runner at first, 2 outs. The 0-1 is swung on and missed, and quickly down. 0-2 is McDaniels on a good fastball by Lettner, keeping the ball down around or below the knees. Right, Coach?
Yeah, he's changing speeds. He's keeping the ball down.
The 0-2 is swung on, and that'll get through as Joey King tries to make a diving stop. Williams from the shortstop goes over, and he'll actually be able to stop the ball from going out into the outfield. But back-to-back hits, you can see it on the replay here, one of those high choppers, and King on a nice effort couldn't come up with the diving catch. That'll advance Buckley to second as Cole, with a 2-out hit, is safe at first base. 2 on, 2 outs here in the top half of the 3rd inning, and that's our first base runner to reach second base since the start of the game.
That's 2 of those seeing eye hits in a row almost.
Ryan Short is your hitter. He struck out last time up. Chance to do some damage here. Swung on and lifted way foul for the third base side. And no balls, 1 strike on Short. And that ball was hit pretty well.
It was hit well, but what I liked about it was Williams or King. They didn't give up on it and right away say it's a foul ball, because the way the wind's blowing, I could have brought it right back to him. So it was a good effort by both of them to get over to the fence to play it.
Absolutely right. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. Buckley's at second. McDaniels at first. Short with 1 strike, no balls on him. And the pitch from Lettner is a curveball swung on, ground ball right side. Pace has it as Deegan on a great job going over to field his position, goes over to first base, and Pace will feed him for out number 3. And we call those PFPs, Coach.
That's right. That's exactly right. They've been working on that. And it comes into play today. Probably saved him a run.
Great defense by the Cougar gets him out of the inning. We will step away. No runs scored in that inning. It's still 0-0. We'll step away. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 1067 worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
And we are back at Sholo High School. 0-0 is your score after 2.5. As Jake Reedhead, the senior, will step up for his first at-bat of the afternoon. Some great defense there, flashing the leather was Grayson Pace, the senior first baseman for the Sholo Cougars, as he ventured to his right, reached out and stabbed at it, and was able to make the play. Came up, though, looking like he didn't really know where to go with the ball, and great job by Deegan Lettner covering the pitcher, covering first base, as they were able to get the runner out at first and end the threat by the Roadrunners. So we go ahead.
That was a nice heads-up play by Lettner. A lot of times at this level, the pitcher forgets what he's supposed to do, and that ends up being a base hit.
Well, Jake Reedhead is your hitter. Perkins, their pitcher for the Holbrook Roadrunners, is set. The windup and the pitch. As Reedhead bunts, back to the pitcher. He fields, throws for out number one. Not a bad idea by Reedhead,
No.
Just wasn't a good placement of the bunt.
No, it was a good idea. I mean, he's got good wheels. You get him on, there's a chance for a stolen base. Edwards coming up, so.
Like the idea,
Yeah.
dislike the execution.
Yeah, results weren't what they wanted, but it was a good idea.
Now with one out in the inning, leadoff hitter Zach Edwards, the catcher, junior, wearing number 3. He'll step up. 0-0 is your score. And Perkins wants a new ball. He'll throw it in. Catcher will examine it, go, I don't understand what's wrong with this one.
Well, yeah, he's going to look at it and go,
yeah,
you're not going to get anything better. This is high school baseball.
The umpire's actually tossing that ball out of the game. Your umpires for tonight behind the dish is, well, I'll bring that name to you in a minute. The 0-0 is curveball in there for a strike. That's Chance Sneed behind the dish, and out first base umpire coach?
Steve Copeland.
Steve Copeland. Want to thank them for providing their services. The 0-1 is swung on and lifted right field. Wind is pushing the right fielder back. He reaches up and he'll get it for out number 2, as, again, another routine fly ball is anything but routine with this wind. As Edwards flies out to right field for the second out in the inning, and that'll bring Cal Fawcett, the sophomore second baseman, up to the plate. Cal 0 for 1 as he flew out to left field his first time up. Fawcett batting .480 on the year, Coach. .480 as a sophomore. The first pitch to him is a curveball in there for a strike, and Perkins he's feeling that curveball.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I tell you what, he's using the wind too. He's not trying to overthrow it. It just looks like the wind is just pushing it further outside.
The 0-1 is swung on, and ground ball line drive up the middle into the outfield for a base hit as Cal Fawcett reaches with 2 outs in the inning. I couldn't find the words to say, but ground ball up the middle, base hit.
That was a good job by Fawcett. He waited for that thing. He sat back, let the ball get there, and then he just drove it up the middle. That was a good piece of hitting right there by Cal.
That'll bring up Trent Williams with 2 outs in the inning, runner at first. Fawcett, decent lead. Perkins will check him. Set, and the throw is inside, check swing, and ball 1, as they won't even check to see if he did go, and he didn't. But you never know what they would call.
Yeah, exactly right.
Williams on the day, he reached on an error by the third baseman. Check on the runner at first is Fawcett. He'll get back in time. What do you think Perkins is, like 6'1" out there, 6'2"? He's a big boy.
He's a pretty thick kid.
The 1-0 is inside and high. 2 balls, no strikes now on Trent Williams. with a runner at first, 2 outs, bottom of the third. What's that? Oh. 2-0 to Trent Williams. He's played shortstop today. Right-handed hitter. Got the pants hiked up, and he's wearing the stirrup socks. 2-0 delivery. Inside, swung on and missed for strike 1. And nice big cut there by Williams. I don't know that a big cut is needed.
No, not today.
in this weather, but a big cut nonetheless.
I think Fawcett has decent speed. I wonder if they'll send him.
The 2-1 is swung on and fouled straight back. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Fawcett pretended that he was going to go, took a few hard steps and stopped. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning. Fawcett at first. He'll go. Swung on and caught. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt, and he'll hold on to it for out number 3 as Williams goes down swinging. Well, after 3, we have no score, 0-0 still here at Show Low High School as the Holbrook Roadrunners and the Cougars are tied up in a good one, Coach. We'll step away. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Well, we're tied up here in a pitcher's duel at Show Low High School as we haven't even had a base runner reach third base. There's no score, not a whole lot of hits. Only one walk and one hit by pitch as Deegan Lettner and Justin Perkins are in a battle here. We're through 3, coming up on the top of the 4th inning. And coming up to bat for the Holbrook Roadrunners is going to be the pitcher, Justin Perkins. I want to give a shout out to the White Mountain Youth Productions helping us out with our broadcast. Our technical director, Shane.
Here we go.
I'm so bad at the names. Bobian, thank you. Technical director, Shane Bobian. Replay graphics, Talicia Stone Street. Audio is Jaden Kokenhauer. That's probably the coolest last name I've ever heard. Camera operators, Janessa Moore, Isaac Hobbs, Jed Larson, Joe Paxson, and Jimmy Maxwell. Zoe? Did I say Joe? I feel stupid now. Zoe Paxson. I'm Brandon Todd, Mike's side with Bill Hathaway. And we're live here at Show Low High School on a windy afternoon. In steps your senior pitcher for the Holbrook Roadrunners, Justin Perkins. Perkins flied out to the pitcher last time up in the first inning.
Yeah, he got all of that one.
Lettner's ready, and the first delivery to Perkins is swung on and fouled straight back for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike on Perkins. Thank you very much. Lettner set, and the 0-1 is on a beautiful breaking ball.
Beautiful.
Catches the outside corner for strike 2, and I didn't realize that Lettner had a slider in him, Coach.
Yeah, no, he's got a good little deuce on him when it's working right.
No balls, 2 strikes to Perkins. The pitch, another curveball, and that ball is hit right back up the middle, and that will get over Reedhead's head, and it'll go all the way to the wall. Perkins around first. He'll trot into second for a stand-up double as the leadoff hitter for the Holbrook Roadrunners is aboard with a double. That ball was hit very well, and Reedhead just misjudged it off the bat.
He just misjudged off the bat, and the wind's kind of blowing across that way. That wind helped that ball carry a little bit on him.
Line drive double to center field by Justin Perkins to start off the 4th inning. That'll bring up Gabe Gabaldon, his battery mate. He's doing the catching today with the runner at second, nobody out. Lettner checks the runner. The stretch and pitch is high for ball 1. As you can hear, the Holbrook Roadrunner bench getting a little fired up in this inning.
Interesting here that they don't pinch run for their pitcher. You know, most of the time you have the designated runner for your pitcher, but Holbrook chooses not to.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed for strike one, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike to Gabaldon. And I apologize to his family if I'm mispronouncing that name. But I feel like I'm not. The 1-1 swung on and lifted left side, and it is foul as King made a decent effort traveling back and to his right, and just falls just out. We have a replay here for you. As you can see, Joey King giving a good effort and just barely out of the reach of his glove, but it will fall for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on your cleanup hitter for the Holbrook Roadrunners with a runner at second and nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning.
This is where Lettner needs a strikeout right here.
The 1-2 is fouled up and over the fence. We will do it again. The count will stay 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, we're live here at Show Low High School, so if you can hear me and you feel like watching a baseball game, grab your winter coat and a ski mask and come on out to the field.
Because this is spring.
The 1-2 is outside and low for ball 2, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, this is spring baseball weather of Show Low, Coach. You should know this.
Yep.
We're lucky it's not snowing. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Gabaldon. Runner at second. Lettner, long look back at the runner. The leg lift, the stretch, and that ball is swung on. A little blooper. It'll fall in between the pitcher and the third base. Joey King comes over and gets it. He's safe at first, and nobody's covering third base. And Perkins will advance over to third on the throw, so it's an infield hit for Gabe. He'll be safe at first, and Perkins advances to third, and Holbrook Roadrunners have runners at first and third with no outs here in the 4th inning.
Has just miscommunication on shortstop, third baseman, and pitcher. Somebody has to cover third base. You've got to know you've got a runner at second base, and it just miscommunication on him.
That's 2 infield hits now for the Roadrunners that were hit all of 69 feet.
Yeah, you couldn't. If you taped them together, they wouldn't get out of the infield.
I lived with those kind of hits, Coach.
Yeah, hey, it's like you said, it looks like a line drive in the scorebook. Guy's 2 for 2 today, and he hasn't got it out of the infield.
That'll bring up Jalen Nez. Nez grounded out to second base, his first time up, but he's aboard now with runners at first and third with nobody out. And he'll square to bunt. He'll reach for it and miss, and he's behind in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Interesting to bunt here, Coach. How do you feel about a bunt? A little safety squeeze action?
Well, I guess it depends upon the confidence that they have in this guy to hit. It looks
Nez.
like they'd rather try and.
The 0-1 is swung on and popped up. It's coming back, and it will get just out of play as Edwards gives chase, but runs out of room. And Nez is quickly behind. No balls, 2 strikes here in the top of the 4th inning. Runners at first and third do Holbrook have. Is that good English, Mrs. Hathaway? Thank you very much. Do Holbrook have. Runners at first and third. Third is Justin Perkins. At first is Gabe Gabaldon. Jalen Nez is your hitter. He is down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
You're going to see Zach Edwards back picked at third base at some point in this at-bat.
The runner is going to take off from second base to throw to the shortstop. The runner's coming home from third, and they're going to get him dead at the right, dead at the plate.
Nice
as Edwards holds on to the ball. The ball does come out after the slide, and the fans want to say that the ball came out on the tag. You can see the replay here, but it was actually on the transfer. It was on the transfer. The ball comes out. So Perkins is out at home for the first out. Gabaldon will advance to second. And that was an interesting sequence of events. I don't hate trying to get that run home in that situation, but with no outs and runners at first and third, I think you just let the kid swing the bat.
Yeah, well, you let him say. And plus the kid at third base, he didn't have blinding speed.
No, he did not.
So that
the 0-2 is
nice
curveball
pitch.
right over the heart of the plate, and Sneed raised his hand like he was going to call it a strike and decided to call it a ball. It's actually 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Did you see him do that, Coach?
Yeah, I thought he called that strike 3.
I thought it was strike 3, but it is ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Lettner is inside, almost hit him. evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was an interesting first and third play from Holbrook, because they weren't going to tag the kid at second, and so you would have had second and third with nobody out.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is swung on and fouled back here to the fence. We'll redo it. So it was first and third with no outs. It's now runner at second with 1 out, and the score is still 0-0 as Perkins, who led the inning off with the double and then advanced to third on the single by Gabaldon, is thrown out trying to advance home on a little trickery by the Holbrook Roadrunners. So now there's a runner at second, 1 out, and a 2-2 count. Is a curveball taken high and inside. That'll bring the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Nez.
Looked like he ducked underneath that one.
Lettner set, the full count. Is swung on and missed on a high pitch for out number 2. And just like that, when you thought the Holbrook Roadrunners were in business to maybe score a few runs, now we have a runner at second and 2 outs in the inning, and they haven't scored any runs. That'll bring Frankie Uliberry up to bat. He struck out his last time up, I believe. And if he didn't, I apologize to him and his family as well.
You got a lot of apologies going on.
Well, that's kind of my life story, Coach. The 0-0 delivery is on the inside corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike.
Maybe you should just start the broadcast
with an apology.
Like that. I'm apologizing to everybody.
I apologize, guys. You have Brandon Todd here on the broadcast. No balls, 1 strike here to Uliberry. Couple looks back by Lettner. He'll bring it home, and that ball is in there for a strike on a beautiful curveball. And that breaking ball, both pitchers had that breaking ball working today.
They've got the breaking ball working today. It's almost that you tell them to set on the fastball and look for the curve.
Quickly behind, no balls, 2 strikes is Uliberry. And the pitch is swung on and missed, and that will end the inning as Deegan Lettner goes back-to-back strikeouts. And the Holbrook Roadrunners had first and third with no outs and failed to score any runs. We are tied at 0 through 3.5. We'll step away. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 1067 worldwide at iTalk1067.com. Well, we're through 3.5 here at Shola High School. No runs have scored, although Holbrook Roadrunners had a pretty prime opportunity there with runners at first and third. They started the inning off with a double, had first and third after the single by Gabaldon, and then when trying to get that run home and a little trickery, having the runner leave early from first base and then had the runner come home once the throw went to shortstop. It just didn't work out as Trent Williams made a strong throw home to Zach Edwards, applied the tag, and got Perkins out at home for the first out of the inning. And then Deegan Lettner goes back-to-back strikeouts, both swinging, and the Roadrunners went down without scoring any runs. And so the Cougars will come up in the bottom of the 4th inning. They'll send their cleanup hitter, left-handed hitting junior Tanner Isaacs, to the plate to lead off the inning. Isaacs hitting .444 on the year. Perkins still on the mound for the Roadrunners. The first pitch is outside for ball 1.
Tanner's got some power, and with the wind blowing the way that it is today, if he gets one up in the jet stream, that thing could get out of here.
He could probably curve one around that right field pole line. Pole line?
Yeah. Yep.
You'd think I'd never played this game.
Yeah.
The 1-0 is swung on and line
Look at
drive.
this. He goes the other way.
Opposite field. That ball's going to get into foul
way.
territory down the left field line. Isaacs hustling down to second. He'll be in there for a leadoff stand-up double, as he did a great job taking the outside pitch the other way, going with the pitch, and it's just through the outstretched arms of Uliberry down there at third base. And the Cougars, just like the Roadrunners, they had the leadoff man aboard with the double.
Yep, that was a nice piece of hitting by Tanner.
Can we take credit for that since we coached him a couple years ago?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will. I'm on the microphone. I'll take credit for whatever I can.
Yeah.
Your batter now is Grayson Pace. He, strikeout victim his last time up, has a runner at second here with no outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pace, the senior, wearing number 13, playing first base, made a nice defensive play a few innings ago as he had to stretch out to get an out on a wide throw from Joey King. Perkins will check his runner at second, that's Isaacs, and he'll bring the ball home. It's swung on and lifted foul, first base side, strike one. Well, we're in the 4th inning, bottom of the 4th inning. No runs have scored yet, but the Cougars had their leadoff man aboard at second base, and the 0-1 is a curveball swung on and missed.
Gee.
And quickly down in the count is Grayson Pace, 0-2.
And that's a pitch right there that it's a gimme. Go to right field with it. Get the guy to third base. It's breaking away from you. Go that way with it.
No balls, 2 strikes on Pace. Isaacs at second. And we got time at the plate as Pace calls time, steps out, regathers himself. And he's set, taps the plate a couple times. Perkins comes set at the chin, looks home, brings it home, and that ball is high, and it gets away from the catcher. And that'll allow Isaacs to advance down to third as the catcher, Gabaldon, just couldn't squeeze it. And it came all the way back to the fence.
Well, that's a break for the Cougars because now there's runner on third, nobody out. Several ways you can score him.
Perkins now working out of the windup. The 1-2 is swung on and lifted left field. That's going to get deep enough. We're going to have a play as left fielder makes the catch, and Isaacs comes home, has a late break on it.
Yeah, no
They're going to allow the run to come in, or excuse me, the ball will not be cut off. And the Cougars strike first on a sacrifice fly by Grayson Pace. That'll bring home Tanner Isaacs, and the Cougars lead 1-0.
That's how important that pass ball was.
Absolutely.
If he's at second base, it's 1 out with the man on second, but he scores him.
Nice job by Grayson Pace getting the RBI there.
That was another good piece of hitting. He just put the ball in play, fly ball, scored him.
That'll bring up
Cougars.
Joey King, who grounded out his first time up to the second baseman. The 0-0 delivery is bounced in there for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Joey King, wearing number 6, playing third base. King, on the year, is batting, as I look for it here, he's batting .321. The 1-0 is in there for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. I like the pace that Perkins works. He's got it.
Yeah.
The windup. And the 1-1 is swung on, ground ball up the middle. Shortstop ranging over. He's got it. Throws over to first, and he does not get it in time as Joey King outruns. And you can see it on the replay. It looked as if maybe he had him by a step. But Copeland down at first you couldn't really tell from the replay. But nonetheless, Joey King is aboard with an infield hit. And we have 1 runner on with 1 out here in the 4th inning. Good range by the shortstop, Jalen Nez of the Holbrook Roadrunners, to get there. Just couldn't make the throw strong enough over to first base to get Joey King. He's on at first with 1 out. First pitch is in there for a strike to Deegan Lettner.
Yeah, it was a nice play by the shortstop. It was a bang-bang, and he went Sholo's way.
Lettner hit into a fielder's choice last time up. Check on King at first. He gets back, diving back. And he'll be safe as the first baseman will give the ball back to the pitcher, and we will start this whole thing over again. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Sholo Cougars lead 1-0 on a sac fly. The 0-1 is swung on and lifted.
So nice.
Right center field. That ball is drifting. Center fielder gets there.
Oh, nice catch.
As he ran a long way and makes that basket catch down around his waist for out number 2.
That was a nice play. Ball going away from him like that, and he caught up with it. It was got a good jump, good read, good angle. Nice catch.
Good all-around play.
Yeah.
King not able to advance. He'll still be at first base as Thaddeus Carline, the DH, steps up. He struck out his first time up. Runner at first, 2 outs now in the 4th inning. The first delivery to him is swung on and fouled. First base side, up and over the fence for strike 1.
Just a little bit late on that one.
Could do without the wind today.
Yeah.
What do you think we're throwing or blowing? 40s, 50s today? 25? Oh, feels like 100. The 0-1 swung on and missed as Thaddeus is quickly down 0-2. Great name, Thaddeus.
Great baseball name.
No balls, 2 strikes. The delivery is high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first is King with 1 out in the inning. Getting quite a wind gust right now.
That's picked up quite a
bit. The 1-2 is on the outside corner, taken for a strike 3 looking, and that'll end the inning. But the Cougars get on board, and they lead this game 1-0, and we're through 4. We'll step away. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Shola High School. Cougars lead this matchup against the Holbrook Roadrunners 1-0 on a sac fly in the bottom of the 4th inning by Grayson Pace that scores Tanner Isaacs. And Holbrook Roadrunners will come to bat down 1-0. This gives us an opportunity to thank some of our sponsors. Want to thank everybody helping us out with our broadcast: Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Heber and Shola, Sunrise Park Resort, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, Little Bluebird Studios, Deemer's Glass, the Indian Pine Restaurant at Honda, Octopus Car Wash, and Subway. I'm Brandon Todd along Mike's side with the infamous, the myth, the legend, my baseball mentor, Coach Bill Hathaway. It's an honor to do a game with you, Coach.
Well, thanks. It's an honor to do a game with you also.
I appreciate that, even if you don't mean it.
But I do mean it, okay? So
having a heck of a pitcher's duel going on
here.
You
know, and you know what I like about both of these pitchers? They get the ball and they go to work.
Absolutely.
You know, there isn't walking around the mound, taking my hat off and doing any of that. And I'll tell you what, that makes it better for your infielders and outfielders. They're not standing around. You get the ball, let me throw it. Look at, Lettner got his sign. He's ready to go to work.
Brett Buckley up to the plate. He'll take the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. 5 strikeouts on the inning for Lettner, on the game for Lettner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Perkins. Both pitchers with 5 strikeouts. The 0-1 to Buckley is swung on, driven right side. That'll get down. That's a fair ball. That ball's going to go all the way down to the corner.
In the corner.
Tanner Isaacs, the right fielder, gathers, makes a strong throw into the cutoff, and back-to-back innings, the Holbrook Roadrunners are aboard with their leadoff man with a double. And after you get down a run, that's the exact kind of at-bat you want to have at your leadoff hitter.
Yeah, it is. And normally you'd look down there and maybe think that was a triple, but you don't want to get thrown out at third base for the first out.
Isaacs with a pretty good arm out there in right field.
Well, they made a nice relay. He got it into Fawcett, and Fawcett was ready to go.
That'll bring up Mikey Q, who was a ground-out victim his first time up. Runner at second, no outs. Lettner checks his runner. He'll bring it home, and that's high and outside for ball 1. Wearing number 21 is Q, as I'm calling him Q, batting .237 on the year. Deegan checks his runner at second, brings it home, and bounces it low and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on the number 8 hitter, Mikey Q.
Surprising that they don't have Mikey Q bunt hitting 237.
He would put that runner down to third with one out.
Third base with one out.
The 2-0 is swung on and missed. Low and inside for strike one. Your runner at second is Brett Buckley. He led off the inning with a double. 2 balls, 1 strike now on the number 8 hitter, Mikey Q.
Just go with Q.
All right.
Okay.
The 2-1 is in there on a curveball in the inside corner. Beautiful curveball.
That was a nice pitch.
Evens the count, 2-2.
You don't see many high school pitchers throwing a curveball on the inside. Everything's usually away, but that was a nice pitch by Lettner.
2-2, the count. The stretch, the pitch is swung on, fouled back, first base side. We will do it again. Yeah, you're right, Coach. A bunt here would seem like you're the bottom of the order. You're down a run coming up in the 5th inning.
Yeah.
You got a runner at second with no outs. A bunt would be a smart play, but nonetheless, they're letting him swing, and he fouls this one off as well, first base side, and we will redo the 2-2 again.
Yeah. And maybe Coach knows more about his bunting skills than I do, so let's let him take a chance of putting the ball in play somewhere maybe.
Runner at second. No outs in the inning. And the 2-2 pitch is in there for a curveball called
Nice
strike
pitch.
3.
It's been one of his best pitches yet, and he threw it at the timely spot.
You needed a strikeout there, and he got it.
Strikeout, and he got it.
The 6th strikeout on the day for Lettner, as he is dealing.
Yeah, that was a dandy of a pitch right there. Nice call.
1 out now. That brings up Brady Buckley. Runner at second. The 0-0 is inside for ball 1. Buckley, his last time up, singled. Wearing number 7. Buckley batting .267 on the year. Lettner checks his runner at second. Looks home. He'll bring it home. And the 1-0 is swung on and lifted behind us and out of play. Foul for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We don't have a radar gun, but both pitchers look like they're bringing decent speed at best, I would say, Coach.
Yeah, I'd say decent speed.
They're not burning up the radar gun by any means, but with those curveballs.
I'm going to say high 70s, low 80s maybe.
I'd kill to throw high 70s, low 80s right now. 1 ball, 1 strike on Buckley, the number 9 hitter. Runner at second, 1 out. Cougars lead 1-0. The pitch is swung on and lifted. That'll stay in the infield. Third baseman King coming on. It's up in the wind. He'll get under it and make the catch for out number 2. And just like that, the Cougars had 2 outs in the inning and still a runner at second.
That was a nice play by King, because you get a ball up that high in this wind, it's doing tricks on you. He stayed with it, and he did a good job. That by no means was routine.
Absolutely
not today.
Nothing in this wind is routine today. The wind is blowing in from left to right, about 212 miles an hour.
That's what I was going to say.
2 outs now in the inning. Your leadoff man is up at the plate, and he will take a look at ball 1 low. That's Cole McDaniels. McDaniels is, well, he was on board last time, but I didn't write how he got on board. I'm going to give him a hit. Maybe he's 1 for 2 on the day. I don't know. 1 ball, no strikes on McDaniels. Deegan will spin and throw to second, and safe there on the pickoff attempt is Buckley. Brett Buckley led off the inning with a double, and then Deegan Lettner got Mikey Q to strike out looking, and an infield pop-up to the third baseman for out number 2, and is behind Cole McDaniels. 1 ball, no strikes. The stretch and the pitch is high and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning. Cougars lead 1-0. Trying to even the regular season matchup between the Cougars and the Roadrunners. Last time they met up, Roadrunners got the best of the Cougars 9-8 in a very good game. The 2-0 delivery is bunted, foul for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike now.
I like Lettner's approach here. He's up, and he knows these Holbrook hitters have been swinging at some high pitches, and so he's staying up a little bit. That right there was a ball, but the kid tried to bunt it.
2 balls, 1 strike on McDaniels. Deegan Lettner has his sign, checks the runner, checks him again. Is set at the belt. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. And after giving up a leadoff double, the Cougars are 1 out away of yet again.
1 strike away.
Excuse me, 1 strike away from putting another goose egg up. Deegan checks his runners. The stretch and the pitch is curveball just off the outside corner to bring the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I want to thank you all for tuning in to Show La Forge's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7. The full count is on the inside corner for strike 3, and McDaniels disagrees with the call as he slams his bat down to the ground and throws his bat into the dugout, and he is a strikeout victim for Deegan Lettner's 7th strikeout on the inning, and the Roadrunners go down without scoring a run. Well, we'll step away. Sholo leads 1-0. We're through 4.5. We're coming back with the bottom half of the 5th inning. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show La and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, lit to smile, love your smile.
And welcome back to Show La High School. 1-0 is your score. Coming up in the bottom half of the 5th inning, the Holbrook Roadrunners went back-to-back innings of getting their leadoff man on with a double and failed to score a run in either of the innings on some great pitching and great defense by the Show La Cougars, and they lead this game 1-0. Coming up to bat for the Cougars is the number 9 hitter, Jake Reedhead, playing center field, the senior, wearing number 1. Reedhead on the year is batting .400 with 1 home run, 1 triple, 3 doubles, and 5 RBIs on the year. Perkins, the pitcher for Holbrook, has his sign. He goes into his windup, and the pitch is swung on, ground ball, little dribbler up to second base, coming in hard. He fields, and he'll make the throw, and he'll got him. Gets Jake Reedhead on a bang-bang play to start the bottom half of the 5th inning off with 1 out. Score that 4-3 in the books if you're keeping along at home. So Reedhead down, and that'll bring the top of the order up. Zach Edwards. Zach 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a fly out. Edwards doing the catching. Perkins nods his head yes 4 times. And the pitch is a curveball low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strike on Edwards. I'm Brandon Todd giving you the play-by-play. Coach Hathaway had to step out for a second. He will be back. Cougars lead 1-0 in this contest. The 1-0 is inside and low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Edwards. Edwards, the junior catcher, batting from the right side. The windup and the pitch is swung on, ground ball, third base side, and that's going to get through into left field for a hit. Edwards will take a look at second base and hold up as he is aboard with a 1-out single, and that'll bring Cal Fawcett up to plate. One of those high choppers that gets through the infield. So Cal Fawcett steps up as he is 1 for 2 on the day with a single, his last time up, with a man aboard at first base. Edwards, good speed, gets a good lead. Perkins brings the ball home. It's high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 is your score with 1 out here in the 5th inning. Edwards takes his lead. Perkins comes set. He'll check and throw over to first, and Edwards is in there with time to spare. He's up, dusts himself off, and Perkins is ready to go again. Cal Fawcett, your batter, 1 ball on him, no strikes. Perkins comes set at the chin. The stretch, the pitch is swung on a high pitch and missed for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We got a gentleman eating some chips right below our FX mic, and it's picking it up, so that's what you're hearing there. It's interesting. Throw over to first. He's back in time. Edwards with good speed as Perkins recognizes that and is doing his best to keep him close. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0. Cougars lead. 1-1 count on Cal Fawcett. The pitch is high and inside for ball 2 as Edwards faked that he was running and held up. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here, bottom of the 5th. On a breezy Friday afternoon and chilly afternoon here at Show Low High. The 2-1 delivery is swung on and missed as Edwards is down to second on the steal, and he is out on a great throw by Gabaldon. Put the ball right on the bag, and they get the speedy Edwards trying to steal second. You can see it on the replay here as the second baseman takes the throw and applies the tag and gets Edwards trying to steal second for the 2nd out in the inning. The pitch is swung on and lifted left side foul, and that will even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes, I believe. 2 outs now in the inning. Nobody on base. Fawcett with the 2-2 count. Two. Perkins has his sign, goes into his windup, and the pitch is swung on and fouled up the first base side. We'll do it again. Coach Weems gives chase down the right field line. I'm sure it feels good to loosen up the muscles down there for him. And Fawcett steps back in, and we're ready to go. Perkins has his sign, goes into his windup, and the pitch is swung on and grounded. Second base, fielded, and thrown over to first, and that'll do it for the Cougars here in the 5th inning. So they get a man on, and he gets caught stealing. We'll step away. No runs, no errors, 1 hit on the inning, and the Cougars still lead 1-0. And you can see on our replay here, great job by the second baseman to field cleanly and make the out at first. All right, we'll step away. It's 1-0. We'll head to the 6th. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school baseball right here on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Welcome back to Show Low High School as the Cougars lead this game 1-0. And we are into the top of the 6th inning as Deegan Lettner is still on the mound. Deegan Lettner with, I believe, 7 strikeouts on the day, giving himself a maybe at the top of the pick for our. Well, I'm trying to find who our sponsor is. Oh, for the player of the game, the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. Deegan Lettner put himself in the running for that with his performance on the mound with 7 strikeouts. And 1 base on balls. He's walked 1, struck out 7, only given up a handful of hits as he's been able to get out of some jams as well with his pitching.
And that's the thing, that he gave up a double, but he was able to get out of that jam. He was in a 1st and 3rd situation, and he got out of that jam, stayed his composure, threw the ball right, got some strikeouts when he needed them. He's throwing a dandy of a ball game.
Well, up first for the Holbrook Roadrunners in the top half of the 6th inning is Ryan Short. He's 0 for 2 with the strikeout on the day. He is one of those 7 strikeouts by Deegan. Deegan, the senior, on the mound, comes set, working out of the stretch with nobody on. The pitch is swung on and hit high up into the air, first base side. Pace over under it and makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Gotta love that, Coach.
Yeah, you do. That's what I say. He's been around the plate all day. He's been wild effectively, as they say. He's a little bit high, and then drops that curveball in there and gets a strike. He's got these Holbrook Roadrunners chasing that high pitch of his, too.
Want to remind you that the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store is brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. For the best selection of hiking, hunting, fishing, and camping gear on the mountain, go to Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, south of Pine Top on Highway 260. The first pitch to the second batter of the inning, Justin Perkins, is bounced in there away for ball 1. Perkins not having a bad day on the mound either.
No, both of these pitchers have thrown very good games.
The 1-0 delivery is low again for ball 2, 2-0. Perkins on the day is 1 for 2 as he led off the 4th inning with a double to center field. And I know he's looking to do the same thing with this at bat with the 2-0 count. The pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Perkins. Perkins batting from the right side. Right-handed pitcher Lettner comes set at the belt. The stretch and the pitch is low for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike on Perkins. Wind still blowing hard. It seems like it's gotten harder as the game has gone on.
It's tough on those pitchers trying to stay balanced and everything.
The 3-1 is swung on and a little dribbler to Fawcett at second. He fields and throws over to first for out number 2 as the Holbrook Roadrunners send 2 up and 2 down. And you can see on our replay here that you can watch live. Great job by our camera crew. Perkins fields, gathers himself, sets his feet, and strong throw over to first base.
That'd be Cal Fawcett who was setting his feet.
What did I say?
Perkins.
Well,
but Perkins was setting his feet up and down the line.
That's right.
So I knew that's what you were talking about.
Up now is the catcher for the Holbrook Roadrunners, who made a solid throw down to second to get the Speedy Edwards last inning, trying to steal second. Gabaldon is 1 for 2 on the day, and he will see the first pitch high for ball 1 from Lettner. 1 for 2 on the day. He's reached twice, though. Excuse me, he's actually 2 for 2 on the day. But he was part of a 6-4-3 double play, and he watches ball number 2 skip in. He's ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Here in the 6th inning, 2 outs. Holbrook trails 1-0 to the Cougars. Lettner set at the belt. The stretch, the pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate, even though the ball rolls up the first baseline fair. It is a foul ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Great shot there by our camera crew of Deegan Lettner, the senior, getting up back up on the mound. What do you think of our production, Coach?
I like this. This is high-tech stuff going on here.
Well, we got to thank the White Mountain Youth Productions for helping us out with our broadcast. This wouldn't be possible without them.
They're doing a great job.
Absolutely. The 2-1 is on the inside corner for strike 2, evens the count 2-2.
Yeah, you got several different camera angles. They've got this covered.
There's not a broadcast in the region that can match what we do, Coach, and that's a fact. The 2-2 is swung on and missed for out number 3, and the 8th strikeout by Deegan Lettner, and the Holbrook Roadrunners will go down in order. 1, 2, 3. We'll step away and head to the bottom of the 6th. Shola Cougars lead 1-0. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Welcome back to Show High School. Cougars lead this ball game 1-0 over the Holbrook Roadrunners. This is a 3A East matchup of two top 15 teams in the state. Holbrook Roadrunners come in at number 8. Show Cougars come in at number 11. And Coach, back to our broadcast. As I was saying, there's not a broadcast team. I don't care what your station is or name is that can handle or they can match what we're doing. With multiple camera angles, replay, streaming live, the best play-by-play and color guy a game could ask for, huh?
Yeah, I'm really impressed with it. I am. I've watched several college games that are televised, New Mexico State, New Mexico, and some of those smaller D1 schools, and they don't have anything like this. This is big league right here.
It's a huge thank to iTalk 106.7 and the White Mountain Youth Productions. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, and 1-0 is your score. As Trent Williams will be your leadoff hitter. Trent on the day is 0 for 2. He reached with an error and struck out his last time up. He's your shortstop, number 3 hole hitter. He'll be leading off this 6th inning. Perkins still on the mound. Shout out to Coach Nicholas over at Show High School.
He came up to the booth,
Perkins, the big right-handed senior, is in the windup, and the first delivery to Williams is in there on the inside corner for strike 1. Yeah, I want to thank Coach Nicholas and everyone here at the high school for allowing us to be in the booth today.
Yes, because you would have been minus an announcer.
I know I would have. Oh, great hit up the right field line. That'll get inside the first base, and a fair ball down to the first base line all the way down to the fence. Right fielder gets it and gathers, brings it in, and Trent Williams is aboard with a leadoff double to start the 6th inning. His first hit on the day is a double. Nice piece of hitting there, going with the opposite.
Going with the pitch and got the right bounce and right over the bag for a double.
That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Tanner Isaacs. He's playing right field today. He has struck out and doubled on the day and scored a run, the only run of the game. And he has a chance here to add an RBI to his line today. As Trent Williams is at second in scoring position. The first pitch is swung on and popped up, and it will stay in play. The wind is pushing it back in, and the catcher makes a nice catch.
Yeah, he played that well.
And Tanner Isaacs will go 1 pitch, 1 out as he pops up to the catcher. And that'll bring up Grayson Pace, the first baseman, with 1 out. Runner at second is Williams. 1-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pace is 0 for 1 on the day with a sac fly. Sac fly does not count as an at-bat, correct?
Correct.
Thank you.
But he gets an RBI.
He does get an RBI, the only RBI of the game, credited to Grayson Pace. Strikeout his first time up, swinging. Williams at second. Perkins gives him a look, looks home, back at second, and he'll bring it home, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Chance Sneed, your home plate umpire, and Steve Copeland out in the field.
Veteran umpire.
Absolutely, some of the best in the game. The 1-0 is high and inside, and they'll check to see if he went. He did not, and that is ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Grayson Pace. The Holbrook fans. Somebody on the Holbrook side said something that the home plate umpire. And someone's being tossed. There's a fan being tossed from the game. He said something. He or she said something that the home plate umpire didn't like, and Chance has kicked a fan out of the game, and we're right back to ball game, though. We got 2-0 on Grayson Pace.
Now Coach Nicholas AD has to go handle the situation.
The 2-0 is high and inside on the curveball as Grayson Pace almost ducked into it, and that'll be ball 3. 3-0 on the senior.
Not a bad deal. Pitch around him. You got first and second, double play situation.
The umpires are having a discussion here. I don't know what they're discussing, but
the count. Coach Merklin thinks that it's ball 4, but it was only ball 3.
I got ball 3. Joel? Well, the two people that matter up here in the booth, we got ball 3. I don't matter. The one person that matters. I don't know why I say the two people. I don't matter. 3 balls, no count. No strikes on Pace, and he'll look at strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Trent Williams led off the inning with a double. Isaacs flew out to the catcher, and Pace with the 3-1 count is awaiting the 3-1 pitch, and he'll call time as Perkins took too long. And Holbrook coach is going to have a chat with this pitcher, and that gives us an opportunity to thank our White Mountain Youth Productions team who've been helping us out with our state-of-the-art, one-of-a-kind broadcast. I want to thank our technical director, Shane Bobian. Why can I not get that, Coach?
I don't know.
Technical director, Shane Bobian. Replay and graphics is Talicia Stone Street. Audio is Jaden Kokenhauer. Camera operators, Janessa Moore, Isaac Hobbs, Jed Larson, Zoe Paxson, and Jimmy Maxwell. And the whole team out there is just absolutely incredible. I am definitely the weak link of this broadcast.
I'll tell you what makes it incredible is they're out in the wind.
Yeah.
We're sitting up here in the booth. We're kind of a little bit warm, but they're out there.
That is very true.
And they're doing a great job, though.
The meeting of the minds is done on the mound, and we are ready for the 3-1 pitch. Perkins delivers home, and it's a curveball swung on.
Base hit.
That's going to get down, base hit, center field. In comes the center fielder. They're going to hold Trent Williams at third, and that was a smart decision as the center fielder threw a bullet into his cutoff. But we now have first and third as Pace singles up to center field. That advances Trent Williams to third base, and Pace is safe at first. And that'll bring Joey King up with 1 out here in the 6th. Joey King on the day is 1 for 2 with a ground out and a single. Joey King, the senior, batting on the year, a cool .321.
Yeah, they're in a position to get that insurance run. That's what they're looking for right now, any way you can. The old third to first, it's never worked.
Perkins tries the old third to first move, and as Coach says, it never works. The first delivery to King is swung on and lifted foul, first base side and out of play. Strike 1. Well,
Coach Merklin's getting a little wound up over there. I can finally hear him.
The Holbrook Roadrunners need a double play here or a strikeout to keep that runner at third, and the 0-1 is in there for a strike as King is quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and third, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cougars lead 1-0 as they are looking to tack on another insurance run. Perkins has his sign, brings it home, and it's swung on and lifted shallow, or that'll stay on the infield, and second baseman has it, and that's just as good as a strikeout.
Yeah.
F4 for out number 2.
Here's a Lettner coming up. Here's a chance to help his cause.
Lettner 0 for 2, grounded out into a fielder's choice and flew out to center field. Actually hit the ball really well last time up to center field, but stayed up just long enough, and the center fielder made a nice catch. The first delivery is a curveball in there, swung on and fouled, right side out of play. Strike 1 on Deegan Lettner, who is pitching a gem as well as Perkins is. Lettner wearing no batting gloves, batting on the right side. The 0-1 delivery from Perkins is high and inside for ball 1. Evens the count at 1s, 1 ball, 1 strike. If you're just joining us, you're listening to Shola Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 1067 and on the web at iTalk1067.com. You can watch us live. The 1-1 delivery is a curveball high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm Brandon Todd, bringing you the play-by-play alongside Coach Bill Hathaway, bringing you the best color you'll ever find in all of the Americas. The 2-1 on Lettner is swung on and missed. Evens the count 2-2, and that ball probably was going to be a ball high and outside.
That was ball 3. Now we got Deuces Wild right here.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. In the bottom of the 6th inning. The only thing to make that more perfect is if we were in the 2nd inning.
Yeah.
2-2 is inside.
All
Almost
right.
hit him. And that brings the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As Grayson Pace over at first, you can expect him to take off on the pitch.
Here we go. Action pitch. Something's going to happen on this pitch.
Full count, and here comes a pitch, and it's high and inside. And Perkins doesn't get the call on a close pitch, and Lettner is aboard with the base on balls, and that'll load the bases. Bases are loaded for your DH, wearing number 44, Thaddeus Carline. Did I get that right finally? Thaddeus Carline. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts on the day. As we're going to get a
That's courteous runner for Lettner.
Is it a courtesy runner, not a courteous runner? Courtesy
He was
runner.
very courteous. Did you see the way he went down
Yes,
there?
I did. It's a courtesy runner for Deegan Lettner. That's number 8. I don't have a name. Logan Johnson is our courtesy runner at first base, as Lettner will go warm up as he has to come out and pitch the 7th. Perkins, with the bases loaded, will bring the ball home. Curveball in there for a strike to Carline. Strike 1, no balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Perkins has his sign again as he works quickly, and he goes into his windup. The stretch and the pitch is high for ball 1, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, for the Roadrunners, allowing a run here as they haven't been able to score a run all day. 1 is doable in the last inning, 2 is tough. That curveball is low and inside.
Ooh.
For ball 2, and that looked like a pretty good pitch, Coach.
That looked like a good pitch. I think the pitcher wanted that one. He's been getting it, and
he deserved it.
Yeah, he just didn't get it this time.
2 balls, 1 strike on Carline, and that ball is swung on and fouled. Straight back will even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And here we go. Deuce is wild again.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 3 runners on. This time bases loaded. All runners take their lead. Williams at 3rd. Pace at 2nd, and Johnson at 1st as the 2-2 is outside. It is Johnson at 1st. Is that it, Cody Johnson? Logan Johnson. Cody Johnson sings country music.
All right. 3-2 count.
Johnson
Here we go.
just off of
2
a
outs
head injury.
again.
Action pitch. Runners will take off on a full count, and the pitch is coming home, and it's strike 3 swinging as Carline goes down for his 3rd strikeout of the game, and the Holbrook Roadrunners strand the bases loaded after a leadoff double, and the Cougars cannot tack on any more runs. Well, last chance for the Roadrunners as we go into the top of the 7th inning here. Cougars lead 1-0. We'll step away, and we'll be back with the top half of the 7th inning. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com. We head to the top of the 7th inning. The Sholo Cougars lead 1-0, and I'm Brandon Todd alongside my biggest fan and critic, Coach Bill Hathaway.
Just trying to help you out, kid.
The Roadrunners leave the bases loaded. Excuse me. The Cougars leave the bases loaded. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
In the bottom of the 6th inning, a chance to tack on some insurance runs. Failed to do so, and so they will try to hold on to this 1-0 lead as the Holbrook Roadrunners are down to their last at-bats. They will be sending up their 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Jalen Nez, who will lead it off, and he's 0 for 2 on the day with the strikeout his last at-bat. Deegan Lettner still on the mound, looking for a complete game and a dandy. He has 8 strikeouts, 1 walk, and just a handful of hits. Has been able to hit his spots and pitch himself out of some jams, Coach.
He's thrown a gem today. I mean, for these conditions, to go a full 7 innings and give up no runs, this is a nice performance to watch.
Especially in these conditions.
Under these conditions, yes, you know. Why do I want to stop saying conditions?
You know what I think
it's the conditions.
I think you and I are the players of the game.
I think so too.
Stepping up to the plate for the Roadrunners, number 12, the shortstop, Jalen Nez. 0 for 2 on the day. Lettner working out of the stretch with nobody on, brings it home, and it's high for ball 1. Coming up on our post-game show, we will have the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game, as well as swung on and missed for strike 1, evens account 1-1, as well as the Beeler Orthodontics Straight Line Play of the Game. Beeler Orthodontics, live your smile, love your smile. And the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. There hasn't been a whole lot, but we'll find one. Stay tuned for those coming up in our postgame. The 1-1 delivery is swung on and fouled back for strike 2 on Jalen Nez. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Want to let you know, Deemer's Glass, if you need glass for your home or business, Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. Quality glass at an affordable price. Deemer's Glass. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. That's 1-888-GLASSMAN. The 1-2 delivery from Lettner is curveball in there for a strike, and Lettner strikes out the first batter of the 7th inning for his 9th strikeout of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I missed one. It's his 8th, not his 9th. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I have 9.
Well, you might have.
It's either
9.
8 or 9. I don't know.
It's either 8 or 9.
The first delivery to Ulibarri is high for ball 1. I'm going to count it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 strikeouts.
He's throwing a gem.
1 ball, no strikes to Ulibarri, and that is low for ball 2. Ulibarri on the day is a strikeout victim twice over, but he is ahead in the count on this at-bat. 2 balls, no strikes. Lettner, the senior, has his sign, brings it home, and that's high for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Might be getting a little tired out there as Lettner, but still throwing a decent game. This is his game to win or lose. Nobody warming up for the Cougars.
Nobody warming up, so.
91 pitches on the day, and his 92nd pitch is in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ulibarri is up with 1 out and nobody on. The 3-1 pitch from Lettner is bounced in there, and he walked him. As the Roadrunners have a man aboard. The tying man is aboard at first base with the number 7 hitter, Brett Buckley, coming up to the plate, who is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a double on the day.
Now school me on this. Do they have an automatic pitch count where he has to come out of the game?
Yes, they do.
What is that number?
I am not familiar with what that number is. We're being maybe told it's 105, but we're not exactly sure. The first pitch to Buckley is in there on the inside corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 man aboard here in the top of the 7th inning. 1-0 Show Cougars lead. Ulibarri takes his lead at first. Deegan brings it home and delivers a beautiful breaking ball across the plate. No balls, 2 strikes.
When he's needed a strike, that's his go-to pitch.
I'd go to it again right here
all day.
It has been a dandy. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I'd go to it again right here if I were you.
Cut me off most of the day.
Lettner brings it home. Another curveball. It bounces in there, and it gets away from Edwards. It'll get to the screen, and that'll advance Ulibarri onto second as they now have the tying man in scoring position with 1 out here in the 7th. 1-2 count on Buckley. It's not a bad pitch. You need that curveball in the dirt there. You got to block that ball.
Curveball. You got to block that ball. You know it's
absolutely.
You know it's going to be low. It's going to be in the dirt. You've just got to mentally prepare yourself to block it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To it.
And that ball is high. Evens account 2-2. As a catcher, as you and I both were, we can be critical of the catchers because we've done it.
Yes, we have.
We wrote the book. It was a children's book, but we wrote it.
Yeah, it was for little leaguers. But
the 2-2 is low, and nice block there by Edwards as he keeps that ball in front of him and keeps Ulibarri at second base. But we have a full count now on Buckley. Brett Buckley. 1 for 2.
That's a baseball name.
It is a baseball name. You know what's not a baseball name? Brandon Todd.
Well,
the full count is low as Deegan Lettner walks the second batter in a row, and now they have 2 men on with 1 out here, and Coach Matthews wants to go have a talk with the senior pitcher.
Yeah, we got to have a little chat here.
Well, Coach?
Well, that wasn't that bad of a walk because all of a sudden you're back into a double play situation.
Well, he did have him 0-2. He had him 0-2 and walked him, and that's always tough to see a pitcher do.
Yes, it is.
Holbrook Roadrunners are down 1, but they had the tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first with 1 out here in the 7th. And coming up to bat is Mikey Q, who is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a ground out. You got to know that conversation out there on the mound is Deegan telling him, I want this game. And Coach is saying this is your game to have, but you got to get this guy.
You got to get this guy. And, hey, we're the ones that are still ahead. Relax. Give me a ground ball, double play. We're out of here. That's what we're going for here.
Well, the Holbrook Roadrunners adding some drama to this game. They haven't been able to score a run in the whole game. They've had their opportunities, though, and have failed to get a run cross home plate, and they need at least 1 here to extend this game as we are in the 7th inning, the last at-bats for the Roadrunners with 1 out here, 2 men on. Steps up Mikey Q. The first pitch from Lettner is swung on and fouled back over the screen for strike 1. Crowd of 21,372 here at Show Low High School today.
And we haven't lost one of them yet.
And the 50-50 raffle is up to $46,332. Yeah. All of that was false. Do not think we are gambling here at Show Low High School. The 0-1 pitch from Lettner is a curveball, ground ball, and it's going to get through. It's into left field for a base hit. They're going to send the runner. We're going to have a play at the plate. Throw's coming home, and it bounces. It was a beautiful throw. It bounces over Edwards' head, and the Holbrook Runners have tied the game. You can see on the replay here, the hit wasn't far into left field. We were going to have a bang-bang play at home as the left fielder, Yogi, makes a strong throw home, and it just takes an unfortunate bounce over Edwards' head and allows that run to score. So the Roadrunners tie the game, and we have second and third now as Mikey Q is able to advance at second on the throw, and Brett Buckley went first to third. So 1 out in the 7th, runners at second and third, and a tie game here in the 7th inning. And that's just unfortunate.
That was unfortunate, but that ground out there is like concrete right now.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what caused it. There's no give to that surface out there, and it hit and just bounced over Edwards' head.
Made a good, strong throw, did Vizcarra out in left field. Can't fault him, can't fault anybody. It's just
that
just
ball,
the field conditions.
That ground out there is so hard right now, it's just like playing on concrete.
Well, the Cougars have to buckle down here as the Roadrunners have the go-ahead run at third with runners at second and third. And steps up a pinch hitter. It's number 4, Gabe Santibanez. And I'm sure I did not do that right.
No.
There's not a chance that I did that right.
Infield's in. Got to cut the run off at the plate right here.
The pinch hitter with runners at second and third is Gabe. The first pitch to him is taken high for a ball. Let me see if I can get some numbers on Gabe for you. Gabe Santibanez. There's no way that's the right pronunciation. Batting .409 on the year, and he takes a strike to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. .409. Wonder why he wasn't starting.
I don't know, but it's not a bad pinch hitter. Of course, he's probably
cold.
1 for 2.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2. Got ourselves a dandy of a game here. If you missed it, you missed a good one. Runners at second and third, 1 out here in the top half of the 7th inning. Holbrook Roadrunners have just tied the game. And Deegan Lettner, who started the game, is still on the mound for the Cougars. The 1-2 is swung on and missed.
That was a nice job by Lettner to get out of that.
As Gabe will go down on strikes for the second out of the inning, and that brings the top of the order up. Cole McDaniels, who has walked once, base hit, and struck out his last time up. He is 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. McDaniels, right-handed hitter, Lettner brings it home, and it's swung on, ground ball down to Joey King at third. He bobbles it. He's coming home with the throw, and it hits the runner on the helmet. He'll score. McDaniels will go down to second, and Mikey Q will go down to third as the Holbrook Roadrunners will take the lead here in the seventh. You can see on our replay here that it was a fairly routine ground ball down there to third, a little bit of a short hop to King. He gathers himself and tries to make the out at home, and it just clunks the runner right on the helmet. And now we have runners at second and third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the seventh, top of the seventh inning, and that's going to do it for Deegan Lettner.
And, you know, I think King, once he booted the ball, he made the smart play because I think he had a better chance of getting the guy at home plate than he did at first base.
I agree.
And unfortunately, you know, the runner was on the inside of the line or close to the line, and he hit him on top of the head.
We're going to have a pitching change here at Show Low High School as Deegan Lettner, the senior, who pitched a heck of a game. He really did.
Oh.
He's going to jog out to left field. We'll get that new pitcher information to you here when we come back from a quick break. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guaranteed. Sholo Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Sholo Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
It's a field.
The new pitcher for the Show Low Cougars is Thaddeus Carline. He came in from left field. Deegan Lettner will go out to left field, and Yogi Vizcarra will take a seat. Let me just throw that out there one more time. Yogi's going to take a seat. Thaddeus was the DH. He's going to come into pitch, and Deegan Lettner is going to go out to left field. And let me just recap what's happened in this inning. The Cougars started this inning up 1-0, and the inning started with a strikeout, and then it went walk, walk, and then something happened here that I didn't write down. Some stuff happened, and
base hit.
And a
It
couple.
was a base hit to left.
That's right. That's right. A base hit to left, and an error by the third baseman has allowed 2 runs to cross the plate, and it's now 2-1 with 2 outs, with the Roadrunners leading here in the top of the 7th inning. Thank you for the help there, Coach.
You're welcome. Yeah, it was just a series of unfortunate events that, they had a play at the plate. It hits the concrete and bounces over Edwards' head. King bobbled the ball, but I think he realized that his play was at home plate and just plunked the guy in the head. Because I think they had him out at home plate both times.
I absolutely agree with you. Thaddeus, the sophomore, takes the mound, has a 4.38 ERA with 4 appearances, according to Max Preps. And he will come in to try to minimize the damage here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. With Ryan Short up, and he is 0 for 3 on the day with runners at second and third. The first pitch from Thaddeus is bounced in there. Nice block by Edwards to keep the ball in front of him and keep that run at third base. One ball, no strike, 2 outs, 2-1 in the 7th, Holbrook lead. The 1-0 is outside for ball 2, 2-0. Well, they got a base open, but the problem is the number 3 hitter is on deck. The 2-0. In there for a strike. That's swung on and lifted into left field. It's up there. Lettner under it and got it.
No, he dropped it.
No, he dropped it?
Yeah.
Both runs are going to score. I spoke too early as it just popped right out of his glove.
You know, there'd almost be an argument, I think, for transfer. It looked like that he caught it, and then as he went, his glove went towards the ground, and he was trying to just come up with the ball. I might argue transfer.
Love to see a replay on it if we have one. I don't know if we got a shot of that. We did not get a replay on that. Well, unfortunately for the Cougars, that error allows 2 runs to score, and that brings the score now 4-1 in favor of Holbrook as Justin Perkins swings and fouls off the first pitch, and he's down no balls, 1 strike. Oh, runner goes, and he's tied up in a rundown between second and third. And they're running him toward third. This should be it right there, and they got him. So the inning will end.
There. But Coach Merklin and Coach Matthews have got to be just pulling what little bit of hair they have out right now.
Well, the Cougars now have to get to work. They need 3 runs to tie it, 4 to win it. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7, worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
We are back at Sholo High School as the Sholo Cougars find themselves down as they were leading the whole game up until the last inning, and Holbrook Roadrunners were able to plate 4 and take a 4-1 lead. And Deegan Lettner pitched a heck of a game, a couple of hits, couple of errors, and a dropped ball out in left field. And the Holbrook Roadrunners now find themselves in a pretty commanding position after being down the whole game.
Well, what have we got coming up? 9-1-2 for the Cougars, right?
Jake Reedhead will lead it off. Zach Edwards and Carl Fawcett. And if anybody gets on, Trent Williams.
Yeah.
Jake Reedhead on the day is 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. And he will step up. The senior center fielder wearing number 1, also number 1 in our hearts. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know. Again, I don't know what the pitch count is here, but you very rarely see a high school kid go 7 innings anymore because they do have that pitch count.
I got a pitch count of 92, Coach.
92?
92.
Well, that's not bad for 7 innings.
Okay, Jake Reedhead steps up in the last effort of the Cougars. Got to have base runners. The first pitch to him is on the inside corner, a strike, and Edwards didn't like it. Not Edwards, excuse me, Reedhead didn't like it, as he scooted out of the way, but it was on the corner for a strike. The 0-1 is swung on and missed, strike 2, and Reedhead finds himself quickly down. No balls, 2 strikes. The wind still blowing in hard, basically straight in from left field. The 0-2 is high and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Perkins is feeling it. He's
yeah,
getting
he was.
The ball, and just give me the ball. I want to throw it right now.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed on the outside corner as Reedhead goes down swinging for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that'll bring Zach Edwards to the plate. Edwards on the day is 1 for 3, a ground out, fly out, and a single his last time up. Got caught stealing as well. The junior wearing number 3, the catcher. And the pitch is swung on and popped up. It will get out of play and be strike 1.
I think when you're down 3 runs like this, you got to be a little bit more selective in the bottom of the 7th inning. That pitch right there could have went either way that he swung at.
Base runners is the name of the game right now for the Cougars.
For right now.
And Perkins trying to do what Lettner couldn't. Finish the complete game as the 0-1 is on the outside corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And absolutely, I would say that Perkins has put his name in the hat for the player of the game as well. The 0-2 is swung through and missed for strike 3. And quickly the Cougars are down to their final out after back-to-back swinging strikeouts. That's strikeout number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts on the day for Perkins. And in steps Cal Fawcett, the sophomore. First pitch to him is swung on, ground ball, second base. He's got it, throws over to first, and that'll do it. That'll do it. 4-3 for the third out as the Cougars go 1-2-3 in their bottom half of the 7th inning and lose a heartbreaker here at home to the Holbrook Roadrunners. Final score 4-1. We'll step away. We will be back, though. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our post-game show as we will give you the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game, and obviously the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. All that is coming up next. We are Show Low Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7, worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
5 seconds and here's your audio, guys.
Welcome back to Show Low High School as we have a final score of 4-1 as the Holbrook Roadrunners come from behind in the 7th inning to get the victory here at Show Low High School. They were down the literal whole game until the 7th inning. And a couple of walks, a couple of a hit and an error, and all of a sudden it's 4-1. We are going to, first off, I want to just thank Northland Pioneer College for being a sponsor of the game. When it comes time to kick off your college education, be sure to choose the college with lowest tuition in Arizona. Time now for the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. And after discussion, Coach, you and I came up with it was back in the, it was back in the 4th inning when the Holbrook Roadrunners started the inning off with a leadoff double by Perkins. He was able to advance to third on the hit by Gabe, and then they got a little tricky. Yeah. They tried to get leave or get the runner at first to leave early. Hopefully Lettner would balk. He didn't. Throw goes to second. Perkins trying to come home. Strong throw by Trent home, and they get the out at home.
Yeah, I think that was a play because there's a lot involved in that play. And Holbrook was trying some trickery to – most of the time that works when a pitcher is not paying attention. He balks. They box the runner. Lettner did just exactly what he was taught to do, step off, get the ball to the shortstop, and then the shortstop threw home, and they nailed him at the plate. I thought that was a good play.
I agree. That is your Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. Time now for the Deemers Glass-shattering hit of the game. Need glass for your home or business? Deemers Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. Quality glass at affordable prices. That's Deemers Glass. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. Now, there weren't a whole lot of glass-shattering hits. We had no home runs. There was a couple of doubles, but even those were kind of, just barely around the first base bag. But the one hit that stands out the most to us is Mikey Q. In the 7th inning, he had runners at first and second, and he gets that little ground ball through the hole on the left side out to the outfield. A strong throw in by the left fielder. It takes a high hop off the hard turf here, but it brought the game-tying run home.
Brought the game-tying, and he did what he was set up there to do. I mean, like you said, it wasn't, screaming Mimi through the hole or anything like that. It was just a little weak base hit, but it scored the tying run, and I think we got to give it to him.
Congratulations to Mikey Q for our Deemers glass-shattering hit of the game. And time now for the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. The player of the game is obviously brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. For the best selection of hiking, hunting, fishing, camping gear on the mountain, go to Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, south of Pine Top on Highway 260. This was a hard one for us. This was a toss-up. We thought about maybe doing co-players of the game between the both pitchers. Both pitchers were out on the mound, giving it all they had. Deegan Lettner with 9 strikeouts. He went 6+ innings, 6 and 2/3 innings. He went, and he just couldn't get the last out of the game. And then he goes out to left field, and unfortunately, he makes the tough error out in left field, dropping that fly ball. So while he was deserving of the player of the game, we're actually going to give it to the Holbrook Roadrunners pitcher, Justin Perkins, who had an absolute outstanding performance on the mound with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts on the day. 9 strikeouts. I think he hit one batter. I don't see any base on balls. He threw less than 100 pitches in a complete game, Coach.
Yeah, hats off to both of these young men. For the conditions that we had today, they threw excellent ball games, both of them. Deegan, he was spot on all day today. Unfortunately, a couple bad plays, let in 4 runs. And the Perkins kid, it's the old thing. He bent, but he didn't break. He was in a couple situations to where the Cougars could have broke it open with runners at first and third, or in a leadoff double. We had a couple leadoff doubles the Cougars did, but he stayed right there, and he was money. I mean, the
Absolutely.
Kid threw a heck of a ball game.
It was a heck of a ball game to watch. If it weren't for the weather, this would have been a fantastic day to watch some baseball.
Yeah.
Tough conditions out there for both teams. Both teams handled it well, and hats off to both of those pitchers. But congratulations to Justin Perkins, who is our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. I have to just run through. I want to thank all of our sponsors: Ace Hardware on the Pine Top, of Pine Top, Heber, and Show Low, Sunrise Park Resort, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, Little Bluebird Studios, Deemers Glass, the Indian Pine Restaurant at Honda, Octopus Car Wash, and Subway. And again, a huge thank you and lots of accolades go to our White Mountain Youth Productions crew. Technical Director Shane Bobian. Replay graphics is Talicia Stone Street Audio, Jaden Kokenhauer. Camera operators, the best in the biz, Janessa Moore, Isaac Hobbs, Jed Larson, Zoe Paxson, and Jimmy Maxwell. Got to give a huge thank you to Ashley Harley as well as our producer in the studio. Coach, it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. I thank you for asking me to do it. I hope we can do it again sometime.
I look forward to it. We are going to step away. Thank you for checking out our broadcast. I am Brandon Todd, your play-by-play. I want to remind you to listen to the Morning Brew on Q Country 92.5 on Monday morning. Little plug for my show there. You guys have a great weekend. Until next time, so long, everybody.
This has been an iTalk 106.7 Sports exclusive presented by Sholo Ford. High school baseball is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemers Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Octopus Car Wash. This is a copyrighted broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reuse of this program without the express written consent of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves is expressly prohibited. For more information about this game and others around the region, go to italk1067.com.